What is up, guys? Welcome to another unboxing video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Sennheiser MKE440 stereo shotgun microphone. Now, the keen-eyed of you might remember that I already had one of these microphones, and yes, that's true. This is my old microphone right here. I believe it was sometime around this year in 2021 that the shoe of this microphone started cracking, and then in July in Indiana, it finally broke all the way off while we were outside, so I was unable to find the friggin' pieces of it to maybe sorta try to glue it back together. However, as you can see, this mic does have 1/4-inch threads on the bottom of it, and I do have a shoe attachment that can be threaded into the bottom of this so you can still mount it on top of a camera. Back in August, maybe it was sometime in July, I don't really remember, but when you would turn the input gain on this mic up to +20 right here with the switch on the side, it would put a really not nice noise through the left channel of the output. I have no idea why it happens, however, I do use the +20 gain on this quite a bit, so because of that, I can no longer use this mic, which absolutely sucks because I loved this mic. I even bought the little dead cat windscreen accessory for it. This was an additional $50 added to the already $350 microphone, so having this thing break really didn't make me happy. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this microphone out of the box. I didn't ever shoot an unboxing of the original one of these that I had because it was a gift from my parents for Christmas back in 2019, so I figured I might as well give you guys an unboxing of the new one. Looking at the front of the box, it's pretty standard. You got the Sennheiser logo, the model of the mic, and a picture of the mic, and what this mic is used for. The right hand side of the box talks about this optional fur windshield accessory, which I do already have, and it also shows you the contents of the box. It is nice to see that they're still including the AAA batteries that are required to use this mic. And going around the back, we just have some more information about the mic in multiple different languages, and this is continued on the left hand side of the box. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the tape on this thing and take a look at it. So here it is right here. It looks like they didn't wrap up the batteries in any sort of plastic, which is kind of a shame. And right here we have the actual microphone itself. The mic also came with some documentation, as you'd expect from pretty much any tech product at this point. It looks like we have a quick guide here and whatever this one is. It's exactly the same as the one I had before, which is nice. However, there are a few things that I would have liked to see improve. As you can see, the cable on this mic is still not detachable, which means when this cable does eventually break, that's the end of your mic unless you know how to solder on a new cable. I don't really understand why they did it like this, because my Sennheiser MKE440 sitting right here, which is pretty much the mono version of this mic, has a removable cable on the front, and it also has automatic power on and off, which basically means the mic turns itself on and off when you turn your camera on and off. This one still just has your switch on the right side here, which is kind of a shame because the automatic on and off feature is very nice. It pretty much ensures that you never forget to turn your microphone on. Still the same plastic shoe on the bottom of this mic, which means it probably will eventually meet the same fate that my other one of these mics did. I'm going to try to be more careful with it, although I don't really know how I could be more careful with it. I was always really careful tightening it down. I made sure to never like crank it too far, but it still broke anyway, which is a shame. As you can see, the stickers on the bottom of both of these mics are pretty much exactly the same with the exception of the date code, and we still have the hex screws right behind the shoe mount. Looking a little closer at the shoe, it actually looks like it's already been used, which is really interesting because this is a brand new mic, as you'd expect. However, you can see that there are some scratch marks on the shoe already, which is very interesting. Now that I think about it, I think I actually put rechargeable batteries in this mic, so I'm gonna go ahead and save those. Yep, and I did. The AAA batteries they include with the mic are probably going to last you plenty long. However, I got tired of having to buy AAA batteries or find some, so I just bought some rechargeable ones, which will be very nice when the batteries that actually came with this mic eventually die. This is also a battery brand that I have never heard of before, so I'm gonna go ahead and install the batteries into this mic. One thing I actually do kind of like about this mic a little bit more than my MKE440 right here is the fact that the door is spring-loaded. You push this switch and it just kind of pops open. It's not a super big thing, but in my opinion at least, it is a lot easier to open the door on this mic than it is to open it on the mono version. Looks like the battery on the left goes positive side out and the battery on the right side goes negative side out. So we're gonna go ahead and slide the batteries in just like that. And go ahead and close the door up. And turn it on and make sure it actually turns on. Yep, and it looks like it does, so that's good. So you have your power switch, you have your pad or gain settings right here. Turning the switch all the way to the left puts it into -10 decibels on the input gain. Right in the middle is 0. And then all the way to the right is plus 20 decibels. And this right here is a low cut filter. I'm not really sure why that's necessary on this mic to begin with, because its lowest frequency response capability is 50 hertz. And I believe when you put the mic into that low frequency cut mode, it brings up the lowest frequency response from 50 to maybe 120 or 125 hertz. I'm not entirely sure though. This is something that I never use on my mics because when I'm recording, I want to have all the frequencies possible and just get pretty much as flat of a recording as possible so I can equalize it later. So you of course can't have a microphone unboxing video without a little bit of a demonstration on how it sounds. Now, as I've mentioned a few times before, the preamp in this camera isn't super good. This is a Panasonic G85 mirrorless camera. It's a really, really low-end budget mirrorless camera that I bought, I believe it was April of 2019. It'll give you an idea. This is unfortunately the best I can do because while the preamp in my iPhone is better than the one in the G85, which is really disappointing, I can't connect a stereo microphone to the iPhone with the lightning to headphone adapter. So there you go, guys. This is just a little bit of a demonstration on how this sounds going into the crappy preamp on the G85. However, it does look like it works perfectly fine. There's no more noise coming out of it at the plus 20 input gain, which is very good because, as I said, that was a very big issue that I had with the other one. And as you'd expect from a stereo microphone, if I move the camera like this, you'll hear me going over to the right channel. And if I move it the other way, you'll hear me going over to the left channel. Anyway, though, guys, that is going to be it for this quick impromptu unboxing. I needed another one of these mics for a couple of shoots I have coming up soon because, as I've pointed out multiple times in the past, the built-in mic on my Panasonic G85 is total garbage, and, you know, the preamp isn't all that great either, but it definitely sounds quite a bit better putting an actual mic on it than just using the built-in microphones. So I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing, and as always, thank you for watching.